Okay, hello there, welcome. We're going to be talking in this little edition about the changes that are often necessary to make to your data after you've uploaded it. So there's a number of different topics we're going to be going over. The first thing I'm going to kick off with here is a quick check. We want to look through the teachers that have appeared on your Teachers tab. We want to make sure that they're correct. So are the names correct? Are the classes correct? Has anyone left? So a really quick scan down here just to double check. If we recognise that a teacher is no longer in charge, or maybe they've left or something like that, we can delete them. But more often than that, what I'd like to do is just edit the teacher. So if we know that Mr. Boye is left, he's been uploaded here for a class called 12FR1, and if we deleted him before, then there wouldn't be anyone in charge of this class. But I actually know for a fact that it's no longer him, it's Mr. Smith. So I'll just save that. And then when we come back, it'll be Mr. Smith that's in charge of that class down here. There he is for French and languages. If we edit him, you'll see that he's got the same class. So useful to go through and double check that you've got all the correct teachers in there, that no one is in there that shouldn't be. Let's take in a scenario here where maybe there's some classes that are being shared. Let's say you're at a primary school, you've uploaded some data, and then maybe there's a class in here. Let's call it 3G. And 3G's in here twice because both teachers are timetabled. You might have teacher 1 here and teacher 1 here, teacher 2 here. Let's say you decide that you want the parents to be able to book both of them at the same time. They're both going to sit on the same desk. This is a very common thing for primaries. We would just delete one of them, we'd edit the other, and we'd change the name to add both names in. So it might be Miss Care and Miss Hall. You'd save that, and then everything would be condensed down into one sort of teacher or one booking area for the parents. Notice that when you upload your data here, the teachers that have been uploaded are the teachers that were timetabled in your database. So any teachers that weren't timetabled that you want to include, for example, a head teacher or a SENCO or a classroom assistant, deputy head teachers, anything like that, they won't have been included. So to create teachers like that you need for your parents' evening, you click on the Add New Teacher button, we pop in their name. So Mr. Jones, who is the SENCO, and this could be a head teacher or whatever. We're just going to add something in both department and subject. Notice they've got little stars next to them. That means it's compulsory. We don't have to put a room in, and when we save it, that will create the SENCO. Now what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down and find the SENCO. There he is. And once you've created a teacher, they will not appear in your event unless you give them students. So we need to tell the software which students this teacher is responsible for, and that will control which parents see this teacher as a booking option. And you do that by clicking on the Add New Child button down here. And we can click on 12 or 13 to get the students from a particular year group up. Or you can sometimes search by class code. So if I click on class code, it shows me all the class codes, and that's good because it means you can click a specific class code. That's a class I'm just going to add to this SENCO. And it will only be these students' parents that will see this teacher as a booking option when they log in. Obviously, if you want everyone to be able to see a head teacher, you add all the pupils in the school to that teacher. That's great. Okay, next up, what we're going to be talking about is if there's any split classes to manage in your school. Let's say you're at a high school and you've got, 3 teachers for a French class. What's probably going to have happened is that just one teacher will have been uploaded for that French class. Now, that's possibly fine. What you might find is that it's the wrong teacher and you want to change the name. That's totally fine. You would just go with the teacher, you'd edit them and change their name. Okay? Let's say though that you want the parents to be able to book with all 3 teachers that are split, or you want to change the teacher. So let's take the first example. If you want to make 3 teachers available for one French class and one's already in there, you would just add the other teacher. So Miss Smith for French, we're going to add her. Note if she's already in the system, if she's been uploaded, make sure you spell the name the exact same so that the software knows it's the same teacher later on, so that they're being booked from multiple classes, they're not going to get double booked or anything. Okay, so we're going to scroll down, we're going to find Miss Smith for French, there she is, and all you do is add the class. So I'm going to go and find the class code, and here's our French class 12FR1, add the class, and then again when we make a parents' evening there'll now be 2 teachers that are both free to be booked. And again, you can just repeat the process and make a third if that's what you want to do, if you want to have 3 available. Okay, let's look at something else. If you have uploaded your data and you're not happy with the way the departments have been sort of labelled or anything, this departments button up here will let you edit those labels for all the teachers within that department. So if I'm not happy with how French is, if I want it to be French department, I would just press save. It tells me it's been renamed, and when I go back, if I search for the departments that are French, or all the teachers that have a French department, all of them will now say French department rather than just French. Okay, so it's just a nice way of keeping everything neat. Lastly, if you've got any classes that are co-teachered, you just click on the co-teacher button and you can go and create classes, and you can amalgamate those teachers so they can't both be booked at the same time.